Hello everyone and welcome to In My Mug episode 396, and we're not doing 300 this week. On the 13th of June 2016, I'm your host Stephen Layton. Welcome to In My Mug, welcome to no news. No news at all, we're not doing news. This is going to be quite a quick In My Mug this week because I'm doing a tasting here at TAC. TAC is in, I'm trying to think of the street name. What's the name of the street that the shop's in? Tariff, that's it. I knew I'd know that. Tariff Street, which is in the northern quarter of Manchester. We have V60s flying in the background. Very spooky. TAC has been here for around about 3 or 4 years now. Martin's going to tell us all. 3.5. 3 or 4 years was pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah, good guess. 3.5 years. It is a coffee shop that has rotating coffees coming in, has lots of guest roasters, also has some fixed roasters here, so you've got, I know one of the regular suppliers here, but lots of others. Again, Martin was going to tell us about them, so why am I even wasting time talking about it? So I'm recording it quickly because I want to get it done, so I can kind of get ready for the cooking. That we're going to be invited. Lots of you. You were invited if you watched In My Mug last week, but you didn't listen to me. So you're not on your way, or you might be on your way. Who knows? Anyway, this week's coffee is something a little bit special. I have a bag of it here. This is the coffee that's been sent to In My Mug. I cooked it while I was in Bolivia last August. Cooked it, loved it. But don't know an awful lot about it, and it was a tiny lot. So this is where we do a special In My Mug, where you get it, and then the coffee shop gets the rest of it. And the coffee shop is going to be TAC. Again, Martin will tell you more about when it's going to be on. So it's from the colonies of Illimani and Villa Rosario. Illimani is super famous. It is the region where the coffee that won the first ever Brewers Cup is a coffee competition that happens every year, by an In My Mug subscriber who went up and just went, here's some coffee, and he beat all the coffee professionals that are entered here. He kind of knocked it out of the park. Interestingly, it's also the only coffee that isn't a geisha varietal that has won the Brewers Cup as well. So I kind of find that super interesting. The other interesting thing is I cooked this months and months ago, so I don't know the descriptors, and I haven't tasted this apart from the pre-shipment sample that arrived that I approved in our second container from Bolivia. So all of the descriptors are going to be done by me and Martin sitting here and just going, tasting this. So it's kind of a bit fun too. Illimani and Villa Rosario are both colonies around about 5-10 kilometres outside of Caranavi. Caranavi is something I talk about on here all of the time, so you will definitely know about that region. But it's by lots of smallholders, so there's probably like 10-15 people involved in putting this coffee together, and it was one day's picking. So everybody piled together, put it into one lot, sent it to the mill, and it was picked out as one of the exceptional highlighted lots that not just me, the exporter, also thought was super tasty. Anything else I should tell you? I guess I should tell you that it's a Catura. No, sorry, it's not a Catura, it's a Typica. See, I'm Googling on there. It's also fully washed, but it's also used with the mechanical scrubbers that we've talked about before. It's around about 1,600 metres to 1,700 metres above sea level, and I think that's about it. So, I'm going to whap you on pause. These guys behind me who are closing up the shop, I'm going to make their machine dirty again by making them pour more shots, and I'll be joined by Martin where we'll talk a little bit more about TAC. So I'll be back with you in just a second. So I've zoomed back from Manchester. Isn't TAC a very lovely shop? Moved all the way back to Stafford, and then I've got to go back to TAC to do the cupping. God, busy boy. But we're going to go across the ocean, and we're going to go across to South America. I know we spend a lot of time in South America and Central America, but South America and Bolivia is somewhere where we do, I think, some awesome work. As I was saying to you in the video, this is a coffee that we've chose just from its cupping notes. It was really, this was good. We tasted it and loved it. No Roland's Daft Fat this week, so we've got the Amazon River. In the Amazon River, the dolphins are pink. I've never seen a pink dolphin, have you? Oh, well. So here we are down to the town of Caranavi. We spent a lot of time around here too, but can see, think of San Jose, think of Belinda, David Vilka, Loaiza, all amazing farms, but we're interested in Illimani. Now, it's not just Illimani, it's also the Villa Rosario, which is to the right of that colony. So you kind of go up the hill a little bit and right, and you are there. But all we've got marked here is Illimani. You can see there's very few houses there. You can see some just down the hill a little bit, and there's a few kind of within the woods. But it's a very small colony. It's super tiny. And there we're just swapping round to the Villa Rosario view, so you can see a little bit more of that. It's just laden with amazing coffee. It really is. So the lowest point is Rio, Paraguay, 90 metres above sea level, and the highest point is a stunning 6,542. A landlocked country, so doesn't have a actual sea level. And that was this week's map bit. Let's get back to TAC quickly. So we're back, and I'm joined by Martin Pearson. Your official title, your manager?
General manager of
General.
TAC.
So you manage general things?
Yeah, I do, generally speaking.
Generally speaking, you manage stuff. That's cool. I've known Martin for a number of years. You used to work at another coffee place in Manchester.
Yeah, I've worked at a few.
Yeah. But when I first met you, you were
Coffee
Fix. That's right. You've also been about a little bit as well.
I moved to Holland, moved to Amsterdam, and worked at a coffee roastery called Lot 61. It's an Australian-owned place, and learned to roast coffee. Turns out I don't like roasting coffee that much.
Roasting coffee's awesome in this weather. It's really good standing next to a hot roaster.
Packing little bags. It's just
packing's the best bit as well. I love the packing. Yeah. And you've come back to Manchester.
Yeah, come back here. Just stepped into my old job, and I love it. It's great.
It's fantastic. So TAC is in Tariff Street.
Yes.
In northern quarter of Manchester.
Train station. It's convenient.
Very near. I'm quite often I came in a few weeks ago when I was getting my visa for China, and literally, I'm on my way back to the train station, hop in and get a coffee. So we should try the coffee before the espresso gets cold. The others can wait for the espresso. So I was explaining to people on the camera that I haven't got any tasting descriptors for this coffee yet. I've cooked it. I approved it as a sample, pre-shipment sample, but I haven't done the cooking notes. So we are going to do the cooking notes right now.
Let's smash it.
So it's a washed Bolivian Typica from Caranavi, 1,1700 metres above sea level, from two different colonies, and it's from around about 15 people who all brought days pickings together to put into one lot. Yeah. Highlighted as an exceptional lot from the exporter, put in front of me while I was in Bolivia, and I went, yes please. So, I mean, off the bat on the espresso, I'm getting like dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's like syrupy, kind of caramelly dark chocolate. It's like continuous flavour
and super sweet, and that's what you expect from Bolivians. I mean, these guys who have in my mug there must be about like the 7th or 8th Bolivian they've had in the last 12 months, and they're super sweet. The acidity is there. It's muted. I think it's a little bit like green grey.
It'll come through a little bit at the end as well.
Yes.
Actually. On the front, not so much, and then like the aftertaste has a little bit of it there. It's amazing.
But and the acidity, particularly now it's cooled a little as well, is that grape is
maybe
running through for
honey as well, maybe.
There's a lot of texture in there, isn't there? The sweetness and that. I definitely get that kind of honey mouthfeel with it as well. There we have the espresso. Let's go into the cap. Beautifully poured cap, well done, mate. I'm impressed. My art's crap, so I'm always impressed by other people's.
Turns out if you do it 10,000 times, you get a little bit better. Right?
Yeah. Maybe I should try that. Actually, no, maybe I shouldn't. Now, as a cappuccino, the dark chocolate kind of cuts through that milk. Still, I'm getting lots of coffee flavours, which sometimes in milk drinks you tend to lose a little.
It's completely muted normally, right? So
and the sweetness is raised just because of the sweet milk. You expect. It's what I expect from a Bolivian in a cappuccino. Kind of sweet, good, not much acidity, but a nice like you say bitter, and I always get scared of saying bitter.
Exactly. It sounds like a negative connotation.
But it's not. It's a bitter dark chocolate kind of bite. As you bite into like really high percentage cocoa chocolate, you know. You kind
sure.
And that's what it gives me for sure. Why didn't I do that? I could have done some promotion and everything.
Come to TAC. It's well good.
This is a subliminal message. Come to tack, subliminal,
Attack. Tactical maneuver.
Oh, you've done them all, haven't you?
Oh no. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm famed for bad puns.
Like Bolivians,
Completely different.
brewed, like that dark chocolate's gone. It's milk chocolate. It's sweet. It's smooth. I'm still getting the grape.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's consistent.
The prominent thing there, actually.
And the honey descriptor that you got in the espresso, I'm getting even more in there.
Yeah, like it's tingly, on, like a little bit in the finish. It's like a lifted finish. It's nice.
And I think that honey is kind of like a little bit of floral in there as well. Then that's what I think got lost in the espresso, because florals, delicate espresso, no, delicate brewed, yeah, and you get a little bit of that floral coming through. So, this coffee, you can only have it if you're a My Mug subscriber. Oh, people didn't subscribe. Oh, idiots. But what could they do to get round that?
Right, we could come up with a plan, couldn't we, between me and you?
Cunning plan.
Semi-intelligent human beings.
How about we send some to TAC as well?
I know someone who works there.
Yeah, you do?
I do.
Could you put a good word in for me?
Probably.
Yeah, oh, that'd be awesome. It's going to be in TAC next week. It's going to be in like Monday, Tuesday, depending on where things are.
We have some in the hopper right now.
Yeah.
It's 5 days old, so it's starting to become able to use, and it's starting to espresso's still a little bit bright, but I think it will taste nice in a couple of days. It'll be great.
Yeah. So come in. If you pester them, they'll definitely make you some brewed. I'm sure when you make them a big 60 of it, and it'll be on the espresso hopper at some point as well, so you can have the dark chocolate version too. Cool. I think we're done, aren't we?
All right.
Yeah. So I have to do this. This is corny. This is what happens when you do something for 396 times.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them.
Yeah. You always have to finish with the same thing, and I hate catchphrases.
No, you don't.
I don't. They're awesome. They are absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
But life is definitely too short for bad coffee, so you should come to TAC and drink some nice coffee here.
I concur.
You can. Let's do it. Cheers, buddy. It's fantastic.